My child, someone's body is failing them, their strength is slipping away, and the truth is, they are dying. But I'm not talking about just anyone, not a distant neighbor, not a name you've only heard in passing. No, this is someone close to you, someone whose life is woven into the fabric of your own. Their laughter has echoed in your heart, their presence has shaped your days, and their love has been a light in your world. But right now, they're carrying a secret, a heavy, silent burden they've chosen to hide from you. Not because they don't trust you, not because they don't love you, but because they want to protect you from the pain they're enduring. They've locked this truth away, shielding you from their struggle, but I'm here to bring it into the light, not to weigh you down, but to give you a chance to act, to love, to change their story while there's still time. They've even prepared something for you, a letter, a piece of their soul poured onto paper, meant to reach you only if they're no longer here. But I don't want you to wait for that moment. I want you to know now, to hear their heart, to feel their love, and to step into this moment with courage, faith, and hope. Who is this person? What pain are they hiding? What's written in that letter that could change everything? I'm asking you to give me your heart, your time, your attention for just a little while. Let's walk through this together, step by step, and uncover the truth that's been kept in the shadows. Let's begin. It all began on a morning that felt like any other. The world was waking up, the sun was rising, and life seemed to hum along as usual. They went through their routine, maybe they poured a cup of tea, whispered a quiet prayer, or simply pulled back the covers to start the day. Everything felt normal, until it wasn't. As they took their first steps, something shifted inside them. A pain, sharp and unrelenting, gripped their body. Not the kind of ache you shrug off, but the kind that stops you cold, makes your heart race, and steals the breath from your lungs. They stood there, alone, clutching the edge of a table or leaning against a wall, trying to steady themselves, trying to make sense of the fire burning within. No one was there to see it. No one was there to help. With trembling hands and a racing heart, they reached for their phone. Their voice, shaky but resolute, called for help. The ambulance arrived, its sirens cutting through the quiet, and they were rushed to the hospital. The world became a blur of white coats, beeping machines, and urgent voices. Tests were run, questions were asked, and then, the next day, the truth arrived. The results were clear, written in words that carried a weight no one wants to bear. The doctor's voice was gentle but heavy, explaining what the tests revealed, a condition so serious it could change everything. They left the hospital with those papers in hand, but their minds stayed behind, trapped in that sterile room, replaying the doctor's words. They got home, but nothing felt the same. The weight of the truth settled into their bones, their heart, their soul. And in that quiet, heavy moment, they made a choice. Instead of reaching out to you, instead of sharing their fear, they sat down with a pen and a piece of paper. They began to write, not a fleeting text, not a quick call, but a letter. A letter meant for you, to be opened only if they were gone. A letter filled with words they couldn't say face to face, truths they couldn't bear to share in person. What was in those results that shook them so deeply? What did they write in that letter? And why have they kept this from you? I'm going to tell you, but I need you to stay with me, to listen closely, because this truth is not just about their pain, it's about their love for you, their hopes for you, and the chance you still have to change their story. The papers they carried home told a story no one wants to hear. A diagnosis that would make anyone pause, that would make the world feel smaller, the future less certain. It was something serious, maybe a sickness that creeps in quietly, stealing strength over time, or one that strikes fast, leaving little room to prepare. The doctors spoke of treatments, of options, but the odds were slim. The numbers were daunting, the road ahead steep. And in that moment, they felt time pressing against them, each second heavier, each breath more precious. But they didn't break. They didn't let fear consume them. Instead, they turned to something stronger, their love for you. They sat down, alone, with a pen in their hand and a heart full of things left unsaid. They began to write, pouring their soul onto that page. This wasn't just a note, it was their heart, their truth, their way of reaching you across a distance they prayed you'd never have to cross. The first words they wrote were about you. They said, "I want you to remember me at my best, not like this. Remember the times we laughed until our sides hurt, the quiet moments we shared, the love that held us together." They didn't want their pain to be your last memory of them. They wanted you to hold on to the joy, the warmth, the light of who they were before this sickness came. Then, they wrote something heavier, "I'm sorry I didn't tell you. I couldn't bear to see worry in your eyes, to watch fear steal the time we have left. I wanted our moments to be filled with love, not sadness. Do you see it, my child?" They hid this not because they didn't trust you, but because they loved you too much to let their pain hurt you. They wanted to protect the beauty of what you shared, to keep it untouched by the shadow of their struggle. And then, the final words, the ones that carry the most weight, "If I leave before you, promise me you'll keep going. Chase your dreams, live your life fully, because I'll be watching, and I want to see you soar." These words weren't just a goodbye, they were a blessing, a hope, a plea for you to live boldly, even if they couldn't be there to see it. They wanted you to know that their love for you doesn't end, that it lives on, urging you forward, lifting you higher. But here's the part that changes everything. That letter hasn't reached you yet. It's still tucked away, hidden in a drawer, folded in a book, or kept somewhere safe, waiting for a moment that hasn't come. And do you know why? Because their story isn't over. Because I am still here, holding them, guiding them, breathing strength into their bones. The doctors may have given their reports, the odds may seem small, but I am not bound by papers or percentages. I am the one who gives life, who restores what seems lost, who turns the impossible into a testimony of hope. My child, this is not the end, it's a beginning. The sickness they face, the pain they carry, it's real, but it's not the final word. I see them, just as I see you. I know the fear in their heart, the weight of their silence, and I know the love that drives them to protect you. But I also know something greater, that I am working in this moment, weaving a story of healing, of restoration, of miracles that no one can explain. I am the one who calms storms, who mends broken bodies, who lifts up those who feel they can't go on. As it says in Psalm 30 verse 2, "Lord my God, I called to you for help, and you healed me." This is my promise, my truth, my power at work. The reports may say one thing, but I say another. I say that their life is not finished, that their story is not done, that there is still time for you to reach them, to love them, to stand by them. So what do you do now? First, listen to your heart. You may already know who this person is. Maybe it's a feeling, a nudge, a quiet whisper that's been tugging at you. Reach out to them. Call them, visit them, sit with them. Ask the questions you've been afraid to ask. Look into their eyes and let them know they don't have to carry this alone. You don't need to wait for that letter to know their heart, you can hear it now, while they're still here. And then, trust me. Trust that I am moving, even when you can't see it. Trust that I am holding them, just as I'm holding you. Pray for them, not out of fear, but out of faith. Speak words of life over them, words of hope, words of love. Believe that I can do what no doctor can predict, what no test can measure. But this message isn't just about them, it's about you too. I see the weight you carry, the battles you face, the struggles that keep you up at night. Maybe it's money, with bills piling high and the bank account running low, leaving you wondering how you'll make it through. Maybe it's your own health, with symptoms that linger or fears that won't fade. Maybe it's your family, a child who's lost their way, a relationship that's fraying, a home that feels broken. Whatever it is, I want you to hear this: I am working in your life too. I declare over you today that the burdens you've carried are being lifted. The stress that's drained your energy, the people who've demanded too much, the voices that try to pull you down, they're losing their power. I am surrounding you with peace, with strength, with love that never fails. Your breakthrough is closer than you think. Your victory is already being written. I know it's hard to keep going when the road feels long and the night feels dark. I know you've faced moments where giving up seemed easier than pressing on. But hear me now, you are stronger than you know, because I am with you. You are loved beyond measure, because I am for you. And this person, this one you love, they are not alone either. I am holding them, just as I'm holding you, and together, we will walk through this. Let's go deeper, because there's more to this story, more you need to understand. This person, the one hiding their pain, is fighting more than a physical battle. There's a war in their heart, a struggle between fear and hope, between silence and the longing to be heard. They've carried this alone because they didn't want to burden you, but that choice has left them isolated, yearning for connection, for someone to see them, to hear them, to stand with them. Think about the moments you've shared with them. The late-night talks over coffee, the shared meals around a crowded table, the times you laughed until you couldn't breathe. Those moments are still alive, still real, still worth fighting for. They're holding on to those memories as tightly as you are, and they're praying that those are the images you carry, not the pain they're facing now. But here's what I want you to know: this battle isn't just theirs to fight. You have a role to play, a purpose in this moment. Your love, your presence, your prayers, they carry power. When you reach out to them, when you hold their hand, when you speak words of hope, you're not just offering comfort, you're partnering with me in their healing. You're becoming a vessel of my love, my strength, my miracles. Let me share a story to remind you of what's possible. There was a woman, a mother, who woke up one day to a pain she couldn't ignore. Like this person you love, she kept it hidden, not wanting to worry her family. She wrote letters to her children, pouring out her love, her regrets, her hopes for their future. But one day, her daughter felt a nudge, a quiet urging to check on her. She called, she visited, she asked the hard questions. And in that moment, the truth came out. They prayed together, they cried together, they fought together. And I moved. The doctors were stunned, the reports changed, and what seemed like the end became a new beginning. That's what I'm offering you today, a chance to change the story. A chance to step into this moment with faith, with love, with courage. You don't need to wait for a letter to know their heart. You don't need to wait for a miracle to believe in it. Reach out now, while there's still time, while there's still breath in their lungs. And as you do, remember this: I am with you in every step. I am the God who sees, who knows, who heals. I am the one who turns mourning into dancing, who brings beauty from ashes. As it says in Isaiah 40 verse 31, those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles, they will run and not grow weary, they will walk and not be faint. This is my promise to them, and to you. But let's go further, because this moment is about more than just healing, it's about transformation. It's about rewriting the story, not just for them, but for you. I see the burdens you've carried, the moments you've felt alone, the dreams you've set aside because life felt too heavy. I see the times you've questioned yourself, wondered if you're enough, wondered if you can keep going. And I'm here to tell you, you are enough, because I am with you. You can keep going, because I am your strength. Let's talk about your heart for a moment. I know there are wounds there, scars from battles you fought, from choices you wish you could undo, from words spoken in anger or moments you let slip away. Maybe you're carrying guilt, replaying mistakes, wondering if you could have done more. But hear me now, I have already forgiven you. I have already carried those mistakes to the cross. As it says in 1 John 1 verse 9, if we confess our sins, He is faithful and just and will forgive us our sins and purify us from all unrighteousness. You are not defined by your past, you are defined by my love. And that love is what I'm calling you to share now. Share it with this person who's suffering in silence. Share it with yourself, by letting go of the guilt and shame that hold you back. Share it with the world, by living boldly, by chasing the dreams I've placed in your heart. This moment, this truth, this message, it's not just about their healing, but about yours too. It's about a new chapter, a new beginning, a new story written by my hand. Now, let's look at the bigger picture. This person's struggle, your struggle, the weight of this moment, it's all part of a larger plan. I am weaving something beautiful, something powerful, something that will make every heart that hears it stand in awe. I am taking what the enemy meant for harm and turning it into a testimony of my goodness. As it says in Romans 8 verse 28, and we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose. This is my promise, and I am faithful to keep it. So what does this mean for you? It means you don't have to fear the future. You don't have to fear the reports, the odds, the uncertainties. I am bigger than all of it. I am the God who spoke the stars into existence, who parted the seas, who raised the dead. I am the God who knows every hair on your head, every tear you've cried, every prayer you've whispered. And I am working, right now, in this moment, for them and for you. Let's take a moment to reflect on who this person might be. Maybe you already feel their name in your heart. Maybe it's your mother, who's been quieter lately, brushing off your concerns with a smile. Maybe it's your father, who's been spending more time alone, saying he's just tired. Maybe it's your sibling, who's been distant, hiding behind excuses. Maybe it's your best friend, who's been pulling back, saying they're just busy. Whoever it is, don't wait. Don't let another day pass without reaching out. You have the power to change their story, to bring light into their darkness, to remind them that they are seen, loved, and worth fighting for. And as you do, know that I am fighting for you too. I am breaking the chains that have held you back. I am silencing the voices that have tried to steal your hope. I am opening doors that seemed locked, paving paths that seemed blocked, and pouring out blessings that will overflow. Your life is not defined by the struggles you face, it's defined by the God who holds you. Your story is not over, it's just beginning. Let's go even deeper, because this moment is about more than just one person or one struggle. It's about the power of love, the strength of faith, and the beauty of what happens when we come together in the face of pain. This person's silence, their choice to hide their suffering, comes from a place of deep love, but it also comes from fear, fear of being a burden, fear of changing how you see them, fear of losing the joy you share. But love is stronger than fear. Your love for them, their love for you, and my love for both of you, it's a force that can break through any barrier, heal any wound, and rewrite any story. Think about the moments that define your relationship with this person. Maybe it's the way they always knew how to make you smile, even on your worst days. Maybe it's the quiet times, when words weren't needed, and their presence was enough. Maybe it's the lessons they taught you, the strength they showed you, the love they poured into you. Those moments are still alive, and they're worth fighting for. They're worth reaching for, right now, in this moment. Let me share another story, because I want you to see the power of what's possible. There was a young man, a brother, who felt the weight of a diagnosis he couldn't share. He wrote a letter to his sister, pouring out his heart, his fears, his love. But one day, his sister felt a stirring in her spirit, a sense that something wasn't right. She didn't ignore it. She called him, she sat with him, she listened. And when the truth came out, they faced it together. They prayed, they believed, they held on to hope. And I moved. The doctors called it a miracle, but I call it my promise. What seemed like the end became a new chapter, a story of healing and love. This is what I'm offering you today, a chance to write a new chapter. A chance to step into this moment with faith, with love, with courage. You don't need to wait for that letter to know their heart. You don't need to wait for a miracle to believe in it. Reach out now, while there's still time, while there's still breath in their lungs. But let's talk about you again, because I see the battles you're fighting, the fears you're facing, the dreams you're holding on to. Maybe you're worried about money, wondering how you'll make ends meet. I see you, and I am providing. Maybe you're carrying health concerns, symptoms that linger, or fears about what the future holds. I am your healer, and I am moving. Maybe your heart is heavy with family struggles, a child who's lost their way, a relationship that's strained, a home that feels broken. I am the restorer, and I am bringing things back together. I declare over you today a season of restoration. The things that have drained you, the endless demands, the toxic voices, the situations that steal your peace, they are coming to an end. I am clearing the path before you, making a way where there seems to be no way. I am restoring what's been taken, healing what's been broken, and renewing what's been lost. And let's not forget the power of community in this moment. You don't have to walk this path alone, and neither does this person you love. Reach out to others who care about them, friends, family, those who share your love for them. Together, you can surround them with a circle of support, a wall of prayers, a community of faith. Your collective love, your shared prayers, your united hope, they amplify the power of this moment. They create a space where miracles can happen, where healing can take root, where love can triumph. Think about the times you've seen people come together in the face of hardship. Maybe it was a neighbor who rallied the community to support a family in need. Maybe it was a group of friends who stood by someone through a dark season. That same power is available to you now. Call on those who love this person, who love you, and let them join you in this fight. Let them pray with you, cry with you, believe with you. Together, you are unstoppable, because I am with you all. Let's take this even further, because this moment is about more than just one person or one struggle, it's about the ripple effect of love and faith. When you reach out to this person, when you stand by them, when you pray for them, you're not just changing their story, you're changing the stories of everyone around you. Your courage, your faith, your love, it inspires others. It shows them what's possible when we trust in something greater, when we believe in miracles, when we choose love over fear. Imagine the impact of this moment. Imagine this person, healed and whole, standing beside you, sharing their story with others. Imagine the people who will hear it, who will be touched by it, who will find hope in it. Your act of love today could spark a chain reaction of faith, a wave of healing, a movement of hope that reaches far beyond what you can see. This is the power of what you're being called to do. This is the power of who I am in you. And let's talk about the legacy of this moment. This person, the one you love, they've left a mark on your life, haven't they? Their love, their wisdom, their presence, it's shaped who you are. And now, you have the chance to leave a mark on theirs. By reaching out, by standing with them, by praying for them, you're writing a chapter in their story that will live on, no matter what happens. You're showing them that they are not alone, that their life matters, that their love is returned. But this legacy isn't just about them, it's about you too. The courage you show in this moment, the faith you hold on to, the love you give, it's shaping who you are becoming. It's building a legacy of strength, of hope, of unwavering belief in what's possible. And that legacy will touch everyone around you, your family, your friends, your community. It will inspire them to believe, to act, to love in ways they never thought possible. So here's what I'm asking you to do, my child. Pick up the phone today. Knock on their door. Sit with them, listen to them, love them. Tell them they don't have to carry this alone. Tell them you're there, that you're fighting for them, that you believe in their healing. And then pray. Pray with faith, pray with boldness, pray with the certainty that I am listening, that I am moving, that I am able. And for you, keep going. Keep believing. Keep trusting. Your breakthrough is coming. Your victory is near. The darkness you see is not the end, it's the shadow before the dawn. The pain you feel is not the final chapter, it's the setup for a testimony. I am with you, and I am with them, and together, we will see this through. This is your moment, my child. This is their moment. This is our moment together. Let's step into it with faith, with love, with the unshakable belief that I am able, that I am here, that I am working. Their letter is still unwritten in the sense that it hasn't reached you, because they're still here, and you're still here, and I'm still here. Let's make sure it stays that way. Let's write a story of healing, of hope, of love that overcomes all things.